Again, share this with at least 2 people. Let them know your favorite after church podcast is going on. I'm your man, Spaces This Mall to my right. Appreciate you guys for being.
Come on, man. Let's keep going. Because we'll sit up here and clown all day and won't get no work done, man. Come on, let's go, man.
Appreciate y'all for being here.
Hey, man, all y'all that's new, this is how we do, man. We had these conversations, man. Spaces be sitting up here laughing at me because you know he's like 25% white and all this. If you don't know, you know. Go back and listen to old episodes. You know what I'm talking about.
All right, this is another thing that came across my purview. Let's see. Let's go to this one first. Pull it up for the people. All right.
Some parts of the U.S. is becoming out of reach, but a new concept here in Bakersfield and the Bay Area is gaining some traction. It allows for multiple people to share one home. David Louie explains.
The rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house like this in Palo Alto could easily run $6,000 to $8,000. The residents are paying just
$6,000 to
$800 per month. While they share the kitchen and other spaces, the 14 residents sleep in pods.
Oh, yo, I didn't see this, yo.
A bit larger than a twin bed.
But our pods are actually 8 feet tall. So it gives enough room for like bigger people and like also like some wiggle room. So they're not like the Japanese capsules. They're a little bit larger.
She and co-founder James Stallworth wanted to address the need for affordable housing. They tried to do this in New York, but ran into objections. Palo Alto doesn't set a limit on renters in a single-family house. They also found a cooperative landlord.
We told them about our concept and the benefits of it and how it would help people, and the landlord was interested.
Residents are all in their 20s, getting started or doing internships. Luis Alonso from Peru loves access to the kitchen. Sleeping in a pod is fine.
For me, it's like I don't need like a bigger space. It's just so I can every night, like when I go to sleep, it's like I need just one bed.
In a year, the idea went from a concept to affordable housing for 20 at 2 sites, financed mostly by savings and family.
I don't mind depleting my savings like this. Like, as long as I'm able to bring this to the world, that's all I really care about.
I want to buy your house.
Okay. And then let's switch to, let me switch it off. Hold on. Just in case something else. Okay.
The most expensive cities in the world to rent an apartment. Buying a place there, out of the question for most people.
What if you could have access to housing but never necessarily own? And do you even need to own your own washing machine? Can you share it? Do you need your own hairdryer? Can you share it? Do you need your own toothpaste? Can you share it?
That's the idea behind the housing company PodShare.
Did she say share toothpaste? Huh?
Do you need your own toothpaste? Can you share it?
That's the idea behind
own your own washing machine. What if you could have access to housing but never necessarily own? And do you even need to own your own washing machine? Can you share it? Do you need your own hairdryer? Can you share it? Do you need your own toothpaste? Can you share it?
That's the idea behind the housing company PodShare. First started 8 years ago in LA by Elvina Beck.
Bye, Sean.
Bye.
The 35-year-old entrepreneur now has a location in San Diego and one in San Francisco, in the Tender Knob neighborhood, where you can rent a bunk bed or a pod for $1,200 a month. Comes with some shelves and a personal...
Bro, $1,200 for... Okay.
TV. It's in an open space with other tenants, no guests allowed. The building has 2 shared bathrooms, a fully stocked kitchen, a workroom and a TV room, an outdoor community space, free Wi-Fi, Netflix, and Hulu, and all the utilities are included. There are also lockers you can use to store your valuables.
In a way, it's kind of like going back to college dorm.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So you didn't look at this before you did it?
Not this one. I did not expect his voice. Okay.
Except everyone's older and more mature.
Philippe Dunbar chose this co-living lifestyle because
it's crazy expensive today.
And he works freelance, so he doesn't have a consistent income. That makes it even harder to get an apartment.
Landlords really don't like unconventional. They want pay stubs. They want proof of income.
If you're single with no kids, no pets, willing to live with strangers with very little privacy, tenants claim this is a steal.
I was super terrified about just like sharing
All right,
a
so
big open space.
We ain't gonna sit up there. What's the question you're trying to ask?
What do you think about it in general? Because we are, especially in California, it is extremely expensive to live.
It ain't for me. That's all I got to say. It ain't for me. If you a freelancer, like you say, and you do that, people are nasty. Folks, you see the way folks do just any little old thing. People are nasty, and I'm cool. Nah, B. What you think?
I think for the price that they mentioned, you might as well move out here to Illinois and get your own space for $1,400. Because if you're going to be paying $1,200 for a cubicle to sleep in, just come to Illinois or like come to the Midwest somewhere and get your own space for maybe $100, $200 more, around about, more or less, and you have your own entire space. And then on top of that, yeah, it's absolutely people are disgusting with the way that they live. Like people don't like it's crazy because it seems like the more convenient life gets, the lazier people get.
So fact.
Like there was a point when a dishwasher wasn't a thing. So people were like, "Oh man, I don't like washing dishes. It takes so long, especially when you got pots or you're tired from work or you're dealing with the kids and you got to do all of that stuff. And on top of that, still need to wash the dishes. Dishwasher comes. People don't put the dishes in the dishwasher. It still piles up.
Hey, but famous quote from Mother Every Day. The less I ask you to do, the less you want to do. I think that's what she said. If J Every Day in the cloud somewhere or text us one of, but I think that's what your mother every day used to say. The less I ask you to do, the less you want to do. Or it was just something on the sense of that.
I remember being a kid myself and saying, if I don't tell you, because I obviously, I didn't just automatically do my chores all the time. One of the phrases that's kind of burned into my memory is, if I don't tell you to do it, then you won't do it. When it comes to chores, if I don't tell you to clean up your room, if I don't tell you to do your chores as far as the dishes, or your chore to sweep the floors, or it's your chore to do whatever it is that you're supposed to do in the house, then it doesn't get done. So I tell you that because you don't do it unless you don't do it otherwise. So if you listen, I think of people that live in dorms, that have lived in dorms in college, people switching roommates and paying twice, what is it? Like getting an actual apartment in the area of their school because they don't want to live on campus, because they don't want a roommate, because they don't know the person that they're going to be roommates with. People get a roommate and then they switch roommates, and then that second roommate is just as bad or worse than the first one.
Yeah.
Now you got 8 different people, 10 different people living in this one house. Nobody has their own personal space except for this little cubicle. It looked like it kind of like a coffin to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I guess you already answered that question.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't like being
You
around
couldn't do
people.
pie living?
No, I can't, because I don't like being around people and stuff like that. No. I have a family, and sometimes I just like being in the house by myself.
Yeah, that's what the lady said in the video. If you don't have no pets and no kids.
No, I'm cool. People are nasty, because you would think it's nasty. They'll just think it's junky. It's a difference. Junky and nasty is two different. Junky is when, like, you coming home from work, you've been working 4 or 5 days of work, you just throwing your clothes over in the corner, but when you get off, you're going to starting to do laundry, you start putting the things together. That's junky. Other motherfuckers will leave, like, stuff on the sink, food over here on the floor, this over there. Like that's starting to get nasty because when you say nasty, that's beginning to get rodents. Junky is just clothes, it's just on the corner or something like that.
Yeah, and then on top of that too, I'm thinking about the refrigerator. Think about that. Like even when people bring food to work, they forget that their food is in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then eventually it gets moldy. How do y'all regulate with 8-10 different people who cleans out the refrigerator? I don't know. I guess, and then like how I'm curious to even more know even more how that works, because if you're paying $1,200 for this little pod, what is that going towards? Is this like $1,200 in rent? Like you're renting this?
Yeah.
$1,200 for that little corner. Think about that. Somebody told me that's in real estate, that they're in real estate and a person is charging, I think it was $1,200 or $1,300 for a room in the building. Not an entire apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just one room.
Yeah.
Ms. Tish said, I can't live nowhere. I have to put my name on my food. It's for the eccentric people.
That's a fact. I'm with you on that, Ms. Tish.
Like that's wild. And it's crazy to think that living has gotten so wild these days that is even a thing. Because it's one thing for, you heard of tiny homes, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to have, why not just get a tiny home? $1,200, like you can, I don't know how much a tiny home would be in Cali. Maybe $1,500.
Yeah, nah, about 2,000. No, wait, $1,500 a month?
Yeah.
Oh no, because that's a pod. That shit might be $4,500 a month.
It can't be, bro. Hold on. It can't be. Let's see. If the computer will work. Definitely forgot that. Let's see. Let's check out. Nish said it definitely changes. What changes? The price of the container homes versus the pod living?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Because it's wild. Let's put this up here.
Last subject, then I gotta go to.
Oh, you gotta do. All right.
Guys, right now we're going to be taking you through this brand new tiny home. This is a beautiful tiny home. It's just a couple hundred square feet. It is a studio. Virtue Built did an excellent job with this home.
Hey, man,
Virtue Built is a new manufactured
with this,
housing.
No, keep going. One talking. Keep going, one talking.
Builder
with this,
out of Riverside,
it's to each his own.
If you're interested in learning
it's not
more
for me,
about
though.
newer pre-owned manufactured homes, mobile homes, or tiny homes, make sure you leave a comment and we will send you more information.
Like a motherfucking,
Let's get started here. They really did
shopping
a
plaza
nice job with this home. I love the shiplap siding all around the home, dual pane vinyl windows. There's only so much you can do with the front of a tiny home, but they made great use. It has good curb appeal, looks very nice.
Are they going to go on the inside?
As you can see, the shiplap siding is all the way around.
Space is thinking about getting him a tiny home.
Wow, this is really nice. Remember, this is just a studio. This kitchen
oh,
is
it's just
excellent.
I was about to say, where my room at?
But let's go over here where the sleeping quarters would be.
Over here? What you mean? The fuck is you talking about over here? What the fuck is it? What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? Am I the only one that was he being funny? Or was he serious? Wait, was he being funny or was he serious?
Bro, they tried to turn the camera slow.
Man, no, man.
And this is sped up. Hold on.
Wow, this is really nice. Remember, this is just a studio. This kitchen is excellent. But let's go over here where the sleeping quarters would be. You could put a futon, a sofa bed, or even on this wall right here behind us, you could put one of those beds that come down from a wall bed.
Man, stop this. You serious about this shit, bro? I'm out, man. I ain't finna stick at this shit no more. Hey, man, Space is gonna finish up the pod. We're gonna take a quick pause because I gotta get to, gotta get Shower's gonna yell at me anyway when I get there. But I was enjoyed, man, chilling and kicking it with y'all, man. But we will be full force back next week, right?
Yeah, next week.
Everybody will be here, and I'll have more time then. It was just Spaces was, no, it ain't gonna say Spaces. I wanted to throw it in line with him, but it wasn't his fault. It's just that I had some things to do, and, still got lives to do and stuff like that, man. But, hey, your boy Maul out. Spaces gonna finish.
All right, y'all. Be back in a quick minute.
Yeah, peace.
Yo. Gotta switch my setup a little bit. Man, oh man. I didn't know that was back there. All right. Could y'all live in a tiny home or no? You see, let's actually finish out because my boy was saying, let's it turn into the living quarters, bro. Be Humble said no tiny home for me. Why not a tiny home, bro? Like, okay, let's say you live by yourself, right? You live by yourself. Let's see. Let me pull it back up. Right here. All right, you live by yourself, bro.
And again, sorry, we're gonna come back over here to the right here.
The only thing it's missing, I don't know what's back here. What's this supposed to be back here? It's supposed to, the back door. This is supposed to be the back door right here. Be Humble said I'm 6'3". What that mean? I'm sure the ceiling would be taller than you, bro. You probably had to duck your head going down into the when you open the door. When you open the front door, you got to duck your head to get inside your tiny home. But bro, everything is right there in front of you. What's it? You can't even call it the laundry room. This door back here, I don't know if y'all can see it, but you can't even call it the laundry room because the washer dryer right here. Where are you gonna put your dirty clothes? Just gonna sit them in the hallway. Mr. Stitch said, "All right, it's better than the pods." Actually, that's what I'm thinking about right. Oh shoot, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Is it's better than the pods for sure. I don't know what I did, but here we go. Yeah, it's definitely better than the pods. I don't know how. The pods is crazy. The pods are crazy. Be Humble said those pods have to. That's another thing. That's another thing, bro. Those pods have to have a musty smell. All those people. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Because people don't take showers, bro. People don't take showers. People will actually walk around musty, bro. Like, you don't have 9 other people in this house and that have to smell you. Like, what the heck? And then paying $1,200 for that. I can't imagine paying $1,200 for that. $1,200, that is roughly the rent out here in Illinois. Not, I'm going to say Illinois, in Chicagoland area. It's roughly the rent. Give or take at least $100. Yeah, I'm saying at least $100. But, bro. When you going crazy, no shoes in my pod. No shoes in my pod, bro. Then what if somebody again, they put something in the refrigerator and they forget that it's in there, or they decide that they don't want it anymore? People are lazy around the house, man. Like, nah. I can't do it, bro. Miss Tish says definitely a short term live. All right, I like the way you're thinking. I like the way you're thinking because if I could. All right, so how short term? How short term? Are we talking $1,200? Are you talking about, first of all, are you talking about the pod or are you talking about the tiny home? I think you're talking about the pod. So how short term? Because $1,200 for 3 months, 6 months, that's a lot of money saved. But it's a lot of money saved in comparison to having your own apartment. But at the same time, listen, we've all lived with other people. If it's not from a standpoint of you being an only child and having to live with your parents, from a standpoint of having siblings, from a standpoint of seeing people around us in school, to, again, people living with people in dorm rooms, we've seen the habits of people. And if you work retail, don't even get me started on those bathrooms, because I've worked retail and I had to clean the bathrooms a long time ago. Don't even get me started. We walk past people that are musty at work. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Be Humble said, that's close to my mortgage for a 4-bed, 2.5 bath home in Maryland. And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. For that much, if you're going to be paying $1,200 for a corner that you're sharing with 6, 7, 8, 9 other people, just get your own apartment. I don't get it. All right, let's see. So, thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button. Share this with 2 people. Let them know your favorite after church podcast is on. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. So, here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. That's malls. Let me get that out of there. We will talk about that next week. As if the cost of living isn't already too high, right? And we talked about this at least a week or 2 ago. Tish said, only a year in that tiny house, I'm 5'2". Only a year? Okay. Only a year. I didn't see how much. You know what? Let's see. Let me see if they talk about how much it costs, because they didn't specify that. Let's see.
We've added these 3 ship windows. That's what I call them. Tell me what you would call these windows right there in the comment section. But again, we love this right here in the kitchen. You really have
a window that you can't see nothing out of. That's what I call it. That's what I call it.
Have everything you need. This vanity to the back. This is a quick video. There's only so much in a home that's only a couple hundred square feet, if that. Take a look at this bathroom, quartz countertops, tub shower combo. I love the black. Take a look at the black over here. And this vanity is really one of a kind. I have not seen that. Make sure you hit that subscribe.
Okay, I didn't hear them specify how much it is. But let's see. Let's see if we can Google that. Let's see. Cost of tiny house. Let me say in California. Okay, let's see. This says the cost of a tiny home in California can vary from the low 30,000s to over 180,000, depending on several factors. Location, tiny homes in rural areas or regions with more affordable land are usually less expensive. Amenities, size, building method. The fact that is so wide of an amount, though, I guess it kind of makes sense. 30,000 to 180,000. But I also think this is under the assumption of people owning them. I think a single person can make a tiny home work. Call me weird. I think a single person can make a tiny home work. At least it needs to have at least just one bedroom, because when this person was talking about you can have a foldable sofa bed and the bed that you hang on the wall and then it folds out. If you have to do that, then that's what you have to do. But ultimately, if you don't have to do that, then you don't have to do that. Like, you just add another room to it. I don't know. Let's see. Tish said, I come from a household of 5 boys, 2 beds. I can never go back to sharing living space. Not to mention, it's going to look like the video when you pull up. It's not going to look like the video when you pull up. Facts. It just like any food restaurant commercial. It's never going to look like it'll look delicious in the commercial, but when you go to get it, it looks like, yeah, polar opposite. Almost ruin your appetite. It looks so different.